I dropped a fat one against Ohio State. Fat one.
You got the dub though. That's all that matters.
Yes, that is all that matters. I dropped a fat one on the state. I'll show you a picture. Second before I caught the ball or dropped the ball, and you can see like there was nobody like in space.
Oh.
Like you can see there's nobody. Like if I caught the ball, like it was a touchdown for sure. Like a touchdown for sure. But yeah, but we're gonna be straight. We're gonna be straight. We're gonna get them back for sure. I'm gonna lead the nation in picks this year.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Open Mic Show. I'm your host, Mike Rotindo. Today, I'm very excited to have RJ Moten of the Michigan football team, defensive back. And I got to give a big shout out to my boy, Aiden Gates, for setting this all up and making this possible. RJ went to Delran High School, so he's local. And you were a two-sport athlete. You played baseball and football.
Yes,
and
sir.
You batted like 500 for baseball. You got recruited for baseball and football to Michigan. Is baseball your passion? Is football your passion?
That's been the question my whole life, and to this day, I still don't know which is my passion. Obviously, I'm not playing baseball here at Michigan, but that's something I really looked into the recruiting process, and I didn't understand at the time when I was going through the recruiting process how hard it was to be a two-sport athlete, at this big of a school. So, going through the recruiting process, I knocked out some schools that wouldn't allow me to play baseball. Coach Harbaugh is a big guy on baseball, and so there's another kid, Joey Velasquez. He plays baseball and football here, and yeah, so that was one of the main reasons why I committed to Michigan. But coming in here and seeing how much time and dedication you have to give, to really craft at one sport is really why I stuck with football and decided to leave baseball.
And Michigan, obviously, a big stage for sports. But big stages is nothing that you're not accustomed to, as you won the Carpenter Cup in high school for baseball as well. Yeah. That was at Citizens Bank Park. How was that whole experience?
Going into high school, I didn't know anything about the Carpenter's Cup to begin with. So I was like, my mom was like, I always set a goal, like I always want you to make the Carpenter's Cup. So I'm like, don't know what it is, whatever. But so yeah, my freshman year at Carpenter's Cup, it was iffy. We lost. I didn't understand like how it went, but we lost the first game. And, they just threw me in the mix. And next year, my sophomore year, that's when I was like, okay, now I really understand it. And the guys I was playing with that year, I was playing with like Cade Hunter. He's at Virginia Tech. I was playing with Tim Petroselli. He's at Penn State Abington, just Bryce Mangine, Elijah Dickerson, kids like that. And, we really built a bond that year. And for those, I think 6 games, maybe 4 to 6 games, we just built a bond, and we were just like, let's win this thing, and we really thought that we were the best team in the whole tournament, and turns out we were. So
yeah, so I want to transition to football as well, because you're a sophomore now at Michigan. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your freshman year. You guys won the Big Ten championship. Yeah, that was awesome. MVP was Aiden Hutchinson, who just got drafted to the Detroit Lions, which is not far from home. You know what I mean? Yeah. You gonna pop out to a game this year?
Got to. He definitely. I text him every once in a while, like, yo, like, don't forget about us. I want tickets and everything. But yeah. So I'm going into my junior year. Actually, I'm a redshirt freshman this year. I was a redshirt freshman. I didn't play my actual freshman year, like the COVID year. But yeah, this year, this past season was, a dream come true. I was able to start. I was able to, actually get that feeling, college game day. I had 2 college game days, playing in front of, I think the most we played in front of this year was like 111,000, and just hearing your name, like, go over, and then you go over the stadium, and then you see on the Jumbotron, like the replay of you, and they zoom in on you and everything. And just really, taking it in and soaking it in. Like, my first snap I had, the Western Michigan game, I got on the field, and I was just like, wow, like, this is insane. Like, it's really like, when people ask, how's the big house, you can't describe it. Like, you got to be there. You know what I mean? You got to, like, stand on that M in the middle of the field and just see 100,000 people every game. You know what I'm saying? But nah, yeah. This year was definitely one of the best years, and one of the years I won't forget. The bond we had as a team. Like I said, Aiden, he's not like I'm first round top 5 draft pick. I don't care about you guys, or I don't, big head. He was always level head. Same with Jabo, same with Brad Hawkins, Josh Ross, Dax Hill, uh, Vince, Chris, H2. Everybody was just, we wanted the same thing, and especially coming off of that COVID year, how we had we were 2-4, 2-6, I think it was, and we were losing to teams we shouldn't be losing to. We all saw the same vision that they had, going into their senior year and their last year. So we just, tagged along and kept it going.
Yeah, and Jim Harbaugh, your coach, obviously. What's one of the main things that you've taken away from him? Because that's a guy with a lot of football knowledge.
Yeah, really just don't get complacent. Playing at this level, you can get complacent, and that's a lot of people. I won't tell a lot of people, but that's something that happened to me, and I was upset about it. I got complacent. I started like taking things a little too easy. So basically, that's one of the real things, and he'll tell you straight up too. Like I remember, we were in a team meeting, and it was after the Michigan State game or the Indiana game, and that was a rough game for me. And he just told me straight up in front of everybody, you got complacent, and you won't be starting next week. So then I was like, so then that's when it was really hit me, and it was like, all right, now it's time, but it was already too late. We're already 2/3 through the season, 3/4 through the season, so it was too late. But now that's what I carry into this year. I got to stay on top of my assignments, my priorities, learn the game a little more, just better my craft for real, for real.
Again, I'm with RJ Moten of the Michigan football team. You guys beat Ohio State. That was a huge win. How was that atmosphere? Because like you said, you can't even like make up that atmosphere. You got to be there.
Nah, like I said, like it was like that whole day, college game day. And what a lot of people I don't think know was that was the game. Whoever won that game played in the Big Ten championship the next week. So it was like Iowa was already in it. So that was, I think, the Big Ten East championship game, but like nobody said it was the Big Ten East championship game. But that whole day, like you just like waking up and just being around the facility, and then we go to the facility before the game, and we have like a little walkthrough, and then we have like time to just relax, see our family or whatever. And then we get on the bus and bus to the stadium. But as we got on the bus, like you could feel like that hatred, like there was hatred in the air. Like it was just like you could really feel like somebody like was gonna die that day. It was one of those days. But the atmosphere was crazy. It was the loudest throughout the whole game. The most people there. That was the game I was talking about. 111,000. And it was snowing, which made it 10 times better. It was a dream come true for real, for real. And once we won, it was like we look one way, and then all of a sudden you turn back, and it's everybody's trying to get on the field and everything. And it was just, it was something for real.
And I'm glad you brought up the complacent thing from Jim Harbaugh, because you guys played Iowa the next week for that Big Ten championship. You guys scored 21 fourth quarter points. So you definitely did not get complacent. You guys won that 42-3.
Yes.
Which is crazy. But I also wanted to dive into your dad's football career. He played at Florida and then played for the Eagles. Was he like obviously a big factor in playing football and a big coach for you growing up?
Yeah, of course. I first started out playing soccer, and then to get the ball, like I used to tackle like the goalie, like try to like push him down or whatever, and then I would stop playing. Like I would tell the coach I don't want to play anymore, take me out, woo woo. So I would get taken out, and then I would take my sister and go in like the ditch, not pay attention to the game or whatever, and we would play football. Like I would tackle her, and he would see me through the house, just trying to tackle things, trying to hit things, stiff arm things. So he talked to my mom, and my mom was like, I don't know if you like have this conversation with my mom, but she's kind of like, hesitant with things. She's overprotective, which is a good thing. That's always a mom. But she was like, I don't know if we should start him out with tackle yet, whatever. But so second grade, I started playing. Was my first year playing tackle football, and like I never really got like hit hard. Like I never really felt it. But he coached me all the way up until high school, and then high school he let the high school coaches coach, and then he was there by my side every step of the way, you know, through the recruiting process, through everything. And then leading up to college, he was basically the reason why I play football. So
What's your goal with football? Is the NFL your end goal?
yes,
Absolutely.
gotta be. That's always been my dream since a young kid. And I feel like every couple of years, I used to dream about like playing here, like not specifically Michigan, but playing under the big lights, you know, college game day, you know, seeing all the fans, hearing what like a real crowd is, you know what I'm saying? Because in high school, you know, where we come from, it's like you don't really get a real crowd. Like this is a real crowd, you know what I mean? Like a couple thousand people. But yeah, really just to be first round draft pick in the next 2 years and have a good couple years in the league. So
RJ, I really do appreciate you taking your time and doing this. This
No
has been
problem.
another episode of the Open Mic Show, and hopefully we can link up mid-season if you want to do another one.
no, yeah, I'll give you my number. I'll send you my number on Instagram, so we could do whatever. Just text me whenever. Feel free.